MJH Sports and Entertainment.
Yo, hey guys, thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Okay, so a lot of things going around on YouTube and so on. Still, a lot of people talking about Deontay Wilder, saying that he's more, what was it, more of a threat than Mike Tyson, more of a the fear factor. The fear factor of Deontay Wilder is bigger than the fear factor was for Mike Tyson, which, I mean, I like I like Wilder too. I've mentioned this before, but I like Wilder. I think Wilder's good, and he is a knockout artist. We all know this. We went through this. We've gone over this time and time again. Certainly is a knockout artist, but people do make very fair points, very fair points indeed, talking about like who was Wilder really fought. I mean, listen, there's some truth to that. There's some truth to that for sure. He hasn't really fought not really great competition. When he got the strap, right, the WBC strap, I remember the fight, Stavern. Of course, the first fight with Wilder and Stavern went the distance, right, and then obviously the second fight got the killer knockout, right. Stavern wasn't in shape, and this is the other thing about boxing, right, that some people need to realize though. I mean, Stavern definitely was not in shape, right, no question about that at all. He was not in shape, right, but like a good example to use here is that, boxers, it's not all about who has the biggest muscles, the best physique and all that. It's not bodybuilding competition. So, look at Ruiz and Joshua. I remember a lot of people commenting on that fight. Even friends of mine, a lot of friends of mine were saying the same thing, like the difference in size and physique on the Joshua Ruiz fight was crazy, right? It was crazy. He looked like Joshua looked like he was made, carved out of marble or some shit, fantastic physique, all that shit. Ruiz looked like he'd been eating pizzas and hot dogs and whatever else. So, and we all know what happened there and who won. So it's not all about the best physique. But Stavern wasn't in shape though, and like I say, took a bad beating from Wilder on the second one. But he's definitely not Mike Tyson. We know this, right? We know this. You can never compare yourself. He's definitely not more scary or has more of a fear factor than Mike Tyson. I don't think anybody in the history of the sport has the biggest, causes the biggest amount of fear in boxing, in world boxing than Mike Tyson. So, I really do enjoy Wilder's fights. Honestly, I really do. I've seen all of his fights, all the fights. That is, I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed his career. The thing with the Fury fight, of course, the Fury 2 fight was really exposed him. That he's not, that he doesn't have the skills, the skills to fight a boxer, someone of the stature and the abilities of a Tyson Fury, But I think, I don't like, when boxers compare themselves to past legends and things like that, I'm not a big fan of it either, to be honest. I think the best thing you can do, and the thing that I enjoy the most personally, is somebody who does their own thing, they carve their own career. They do they're unique in whether it's ring entrances and things like that. Obviously, which Wilder does do with the costumes and the masks, which I enjoy. I really do. I like to see what kind of masks he's gonna wear and the I was gonna say armor there, but he doesn't wear a robe, of course. Like you know what I'm saying, the overgarment thing. And so carve don't. The past is the past, right? That's how I look at things in life, really. Is the past is gone. It's great. People have done fantastic things. You can look up to people, absolutely. Many people I look up to in sport, or not just sport, but in life. But I always try to do my own thing. I don't want to be like anybody else, even in this YouTube game, right? Like I don't want to be. I don't look at. I watch a lot of channels. I really do. I watch a heck of a lot of channels, but I don't want to be like any of them, They that's them, right? Like whoever you watch, right? If you're watching my video now and you follow a lot of boxing channels and things, like you'll have people that your favorites or whatever, and they listen, fantastic what they do. There's a lot of talent here on YouTube, a lot of talent. But I don't look at them and think I need to be like this guy. I want to do my own thing That's why I said on the last video that, right, my last video. If you want to go check that out, go and have a look about two that I wasn't impressed with. They linked up and did a thing. But anyway, if you go and see my previous video if you want to hear about that. But I don't want to be like any of those guys. I respect those guys, you know. But listen, you know, YouTube, yeah, a lot of talent, major talent. But anyway, back to Wilder, right? I mean, where does he go for the proof in the pudding, so to speak, is like when he gets in the ring again for the third time with Tyson Fury. That will, you know, that will let us know where he is and what he's learned. And you know, I know he's made some changes to his corner, and of course worked out with Big George Foreman. I'm not sure if he's still doing that. I did read something that he had been training a lot and getting a lot of advice from George Foreman, which of course will help. Always, Foreman is an absolute legend and a knockout artist himself as a young man. I remember his fights when I was a kid, when my father used to show me fights of, because it was a bit before my time, obviously, the Ali and the you know, their era, the Foreman and the heavyweights of that time. So my father introduced me to all that, and I was fascinated from boxing right from being a small child, and that was my introduction to boxing. So I remember it fondly. So the proof is in that, right? The proof is in the Fury fight. What, you know, could it go the same way? Or I can't wait to say that. But it will tell us a lot, because you know, there's many people who, I don't think they're giving him a fair chance saying this, but a lot of people are saying that it could be the end of Wilder's fight. He's done. Where does he go from there? You know, where does he go? I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't answer that. You know, I'm not in the business in that way, so I can't answer where he goes from here. But you know, Wilder is a very entertaining fighter. You know, a lot of people shit on Wilder though, right? I've made a video as well, if you want to go and check that out, about Wilder. People shitting on Wilder. He gets a lot of stick. That's what we say in Britain, a lot of stick. He gets a lot of negativity thrown his way, so to speak. You know, for, you know, different reasons, really. A lot of people seem not to like him. You know, we can bring race into it if we want, and it's a race thing. Yeah, racism is an issue in boxing and in the world, really. Certainly an issue here, and certainly an issue in America. I've dealt with it many times myself on a personal level, so I know exactly where people are coming from with that. So, but you know, you see, with me, usually for me, right, I love the skills. I love a boxer's skills, right? I love the scientific boxer, the likes of a Lennox Lewis, if you want, in the heavyweight division. Prince Nassim when he did his thing, Barry McGuigan, and you know, skillful. I could go on and on. Sugar Ray Leonard, Robinson, all that stuff. You know, Rocky Marciano as well. But skillful fighters. But I think Wilder was just such a. When I first, you know, started getting into Wilder's fights, and he started to knock, you know, when he was knocking people out, obviously all of his career so far, it was exciting. You know, I've never personally been to a Wilder fight, but I would love to be in the crowd. I'd love to be in the arena when, you know, he scores one of those huge knockouts. He could get back to all that, you know, because let's remember that in the sport of boxing, the sport that we love, that, you know, we still know that anything can happen in any fight, you know, in any fight. So this capable, he could score a huge knockout in the third fight. I don't think it'll happen, but listen, you do not know. I am somebody else's. I don't like putting people's names in it, but there's a YouTube channel, a guy that I enjoy. I spoke to him a few times, not personally, like on the phone or anything like that, but we spoke comments. You know, we spoke in comments, and I enjoy him because you know, the guy, he's American. I think he's from Cali, somewhere out there in Cali, but a cool guy. You know, a good guy. I really like him. You know, because, you know, with me, this is what happens with me is I'm a people person, and I vibe off people. I'm very good. I'm a very good judge of character and things like that. I don't know how it works, but it just, like, I could watch somebody's video and think, I don't like this guy. You know, off one video, I get the vibes and things like that. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to say is, so the guy, I really like this guy. I think he's really good. Like I say, spoke to him, cool dude, all that, you know. But he doesn't do no bullshit, you know. He gives his opinion. That's what I'm like. That's what I'm always going to be like on here. You know, he'll tell you what he thinks, whether you agree with it or not, whether you agree or think it's right or wrong or whatever. He doesn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same. I don't care. You don't like it, you don't have to like it. You know, you don't have to. It's fine. You know. I know some people on YouTube. You know, some personally. I know some people personally that if they get negative comments and things of that nature, they remove them. You know, they delete them and all that. And you know, I don't care. You can say whatever you want. I'm always going to give you my opinion. You know, I won't be swayed either way to somebody else. What I'm saying, I enjoy watching many boxing channels and sports channels, obviously NBA channels and different things. I enjoy watching other people's channels a lot, but I'm always going to do me. I'm always going to be me. You know, you're always going to get on this channel me what I think. You know, I'm not influenced by anybody. You know, I enjoy. I can listen to people's opinions, but I'm a very strong-minded person and have my own opinions on everything. Really, if you knew me personally, that's what I'm like. I have opinions on just about everything. I'm not always right. Absolutely not. Am I always right? No. Hell no. Hell no. I'm not always right, but I always have an opinion. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm coming from? So, but I'm enjoying this YouTube game. I'm enjoying it. You know, it's becoming more. I feel like I'm improving at doing videos, and I'm not the greatest editor in the world or anything, but you know, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it. But again, you know, these live streams, I might get into live streams. You know, I would love to do that. I'd love to have a big enough channel to do some live streams and get some people open the phones. And I really do. That is my ambition on YouTube, is to get there. And I'd love to have some of you guys and you know, fans of the sport, and we can talk real shit on my channel. This will be some real shit over here. You're always gonna get the real shit over here. You know. So if I'm able to do that in the future, you know, we'll be talking about whatever, you know, anything to do, in the sport, you know, but it's going to be, there's no bullshit over here, believe me. You have my word from this very video. If you hear that, please subscribe, by the way. Subscribe to the channel, and listen, you'll always get the real shit over here. You have my word and my promise on that one, you know. You're always going to get that here. So yeah, I think it's been a day or two maybe that I haven't done a video, so I just wanted to drop one and, you know, just check in with you guys and you know, just enjoy. I'm just enjoying doing it. The weather is beautiful here in the UK. Really, really beautiful. That's quite rare, because in Britain the weather's quite terrible, even in the summer. So it's everybody's in a good mood, and you know, obviously we're still dealing with what we're dealing with, but you know, it's people are in a great mood, and I'm you know, I wanted to drop some video. I'll probably do a few videos actually today. I'm just trying to build a channel, guys. I'm trying to build a channel so we can get there, and I promise you, seriously, right? If I get there, if you guys help me get there too, we will do. I can promise you, we will do the phone lines, everything. I'll do live streams, and we can do all that stuff. You know, we can cut you and keep it real over here. You know, but that's what I was going to say, by the way. Yeah. So these live streams, some of them, I mean, one particular guy, again, no names, but Shades. That's all I'm going to say, Shades, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about when I say Shades, right? This guy, you know, he just. He's ridiculous, because he you know what it is? He has good content, right? This is what I'm saying. I don't want to be anything like this guy, ever, because he has great content, but his live streams, I'm sure he's on something, guys. Seriously, you know? I'm sure that's why he wears the shades all the time, I think, to be honest with you. I think he's taking something, because his eyes, even behind the shades, if you watch some videos, right? Look at his eyes, right? When he's talking, when it catches his eyes, look at his eyes. They're all over the place, man. He's on something, that dude, because he talks, what is he talking about, man? On his channel, he talks fucking crazy shit. That's just, it comes from left field, man. It's just, you know, he's on something. I know he is, man. Look at dude's eyes, you know. Anyway, we keep it real over here. I'll be dropping more videos, like I say. Help me build a channel, guys, and we will do that. We'll get there, hopefully. Live streams, phone ins, we'll do all that. We'll talk whatever you want over you know, within context. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk as long as it's sport and boxing. It could be other stuff too, but you know, we're gonna keep it real on my channel. So hopefully, I will get there. And I will enjoy that a lot, and I look forward to speaking to you guys if I can do that in the future. I'm not sure when that could be, when it would be, or you know, these things take time, and I'm willing to put the work in. I'm certainly willing to work. I'm certainly willing to, but I look forward to doing that. You know, I was just thinking about that a lot today and thinking I can't wait if I get there to. I'll enjoy it, and I'm sure you guys will, because we'll talk a lot. We'll be doing a lot of live streams if I get there. We'll be doing a lot of that, and we'll all enjoy it and have a great time. That's what it's all about. That's what I aim to do. So. Thank you for listening again, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one.